Jason, I like what you said earlier. If you could give the middle thumbs up, not down, just right in the middle.
Middle thumbs.
Yeah, middle thumbs.
That's kind of what we're dealing with here in Northeast Ohio. Yes, we've been wanting the warm weather, and then we got the rain to kind of help with the drought and even more showers and thunderstorms. And now we're like, okay, can we get all this mess out of here for the holiday?
Right.
You have to pick your poison. Okay. So let's break the forecast down through the weekend. We'll go back to the basics essentially, because I know a lot of people are wondering, why are we still dealing with this air quality issue? Very simple. Just think of it like this. So you can see there on the map a 3-mile-per-hour speed of winds right now at the surface. That is not really even moving a lot, even if we're driving at 3 miles per hour, 5 miles per hour, 10 miles per hour at the surface to really do anything. You know, it'll take us a long time to even get to the store. That's the same that's happening to trying to get the smoke on out of here. As we widen up the picture, what we're seeing here is much of the Midwest is still dealing with this issue because we have not had sort of a pull from any sort of weather anomaly to pull all this energy out of here. We had it a little bit last night. We were talking about in our earlier broadcast with that derecho event. So that really kind of took the punch out, but we still have some things that are still lingering here. This is what's going to really be the mechanism for bringing us some activity for Saturday as well as the first half of Sunday. So remember this, I'm going to bring that back up in just a little bit. What is going to be the big pull for us to bring that smoke on out of the region and take it back, who cares where it goes, but outside of Northeast Ohio, is up to the north. This is where our next frontal boundary is arriving come Sunday afternoon. So until we get this system to really kind of pull on in here, we're still going to be dealing with at least moderate breathing issues for Northeast Ohio. Visibilities will also still be lowered up until that point as well. We've seen some moderate improvement. So this is still where we are with our air quality issue. Again, that has been extended to tomorrow night at midnight. Hopefully, we're keeping our fingers crossed that that's really going to get on out of here. So remember this. Remember that ridge that I talked to you about? This is where that sort of that beeline is going to be, getting those showers moving through and in and around this area for tomorrow afternoon. Stopping the clock at midnight. So you're likely going to have some rumbles Saturday night heading into early Sunday. So any of those nighttime goers there for Saturday night, be advised on that. This is where our frontal boundary is beginning to push through Sunday afternoon into the evening hours. Yes, it likely is going to carry a punch, perhaps even some heavier downpours at some time, some thunder and lightning. Yes, we'll get that too. But once we get that northerly wind component coming behind that, that's really going to suck all the rest of this smoke and haze on out of here, which is going to be great news for us. So we should be opening up the skies once we get into Tuesday with sun and clouds expected there. Wednesday, I think we're still going to be doing pretty good, but Wednesday starts with our next big changeover because we're going to have a really strong push of very warm air coming north into the area, and that is going to set the stage for our next strong frontal boundary to arrive coming out of the north and west for Thursday heading into Friday. This is really going to take those upper 80s, feels like temperatures in the 90s, back down into the 70s, which is where we're going to be in sort of a week or so from now. So yes, we'll get a pretty good chunk of rainfall over the next 24 to 46 hours and 48 hours, and even likely going beyond that, carrying us through Monday and likely even to the overnight hours of Monday night heading in towards Tuesday. But Tuesday at this point, again, is expected to be dry. Upper 70s, low 80s right now. Cleveland at about 80 degrees here. We're going to be kind of scaling things back into the mid to low 70s overnight tonight. A few pop-ups are going to be likely. So if you hear a rumble or two, don't worry about that. It's going to be below severe weather limits. Scattered storms for tomorrow afternoon. Keep that on your radar and track it for tomorrow. If you're traveling this weekend or maybe even having some people come in for the holiday weekend, remember this. Remember that ridge. This is going to sort of be the Autobahn riding with those storms coming right across and moving into our area. Excessive heat will loom in the south as well as the Four Corners region. And again, over the next couple days, we'll get that air quality issue fixed here for us in Northeast Ohio. Here's the next 10 days for Union Home Mortgage. You can see temperatures back into the 70s starting out next week. We make a big push back into the mid 80s by Tuesday. Hot and steamy Wednesday. Wednesday and Thursday will still be a heat advisory, likely. You know, we'll verbalize that for now, but we'll wait on National Weather Service to see what they do with that. But it's still going to be a very hot day. Our storm threat renews on Thursday with that next big push of frontal boundaries coming through. And then Friday, we're back into the 70s. Showers will be lingering, but it looks like the upcoming weekend will be a dry one. Looks like the first full weekend of July, Russ. Sun and clouds, upper 70s to low 80s.
Yeah, summertime, big time. All right, thank you so much, Jason.